I think sometimes some executives don't think that they need executive protection. They don't see the risk for them. And I think one of the best things you can do is to do an online privacy assessment for your executives and to go out prior to enrolling them in any type of a data deletion service and showing them what information is out there. How easy is it for somebody to find information about where they live, information about their family? What is their family putting out there? The executive may feel that they have a very quiet online presence. They don't post much, but they may have teenagers, and the teenagers are posting like crazy. And so I think there's an entire social media hygiene and educational component that's really important. But the data, I think, really hits home when you can show an executive what personal information is readily available and accessible to anybody that may have a negative intent to harm that executive or their family. And so I think you start with an educational piece, and I think you have to show them what the risks are. And then I think you have to have, benchmarking is excellent to have to be able to speak to similar companies, similar space, maybe other executives that they know in their own network who they work with. What does their security footprint look like? And you need to be creative as well. Because how you support an executive when they're in their public role and public facing environments versus when you're managing them with their private time, with their families, how does that look like? Does it need to be as visible, the same footprint, or can you scale back or modify how your team is supporting those executives? And so I think building that trusted relationship is absolutely essential. Having good data and being able to show them the why and to bring them on the journey for the recommendations you're making. And I think, especially when they can see that it's going to expand and contract depending on the risk environment, gives credibility that you're not just saying this is how it has to be and here's the standard footprint that you're going to get and support, but we're constantly looking and evaluating the risk environment, and we're making adjustments to allow them to really focus on doing their work and building the brand and building the business and pushing forward, in that competitive space that they need to for the company to be successful.